Okay, I'm going to show you now how to create your second robot. So I'm going to go to robots here and select new and new what? New robot. Okay, and I'm going to call it my second robot. .robot, leave the extension there. I'll click on next and point again to our Hardy Hardware home page. So http://class.kofax.com/hardyhardware using the default browser engine and minimal execution, and I'll click on finish, and that'll create a robot with my load page step. It executes, and the first thing we want to do now is go to our products page. Now again, in the real world, I mentioned this during the PowerPoints, you probably would go directly to the products page. Save a load page step because they're expensive. But we'll get a little practice putting in an extra click step. Remember how we did that? Products listing is what we want. Right mouse and select click. Okay, that puts my click step in there. And I could go and clean up the tag finders if I wanted to. I'm going to leave them alone for the sake of this demo. Okay, now that takes us to this page with multiple items. All right, so what I'm going to do is select this first item, and notice that when I clicked on it, it clicked on the picture. Okay, well, I actually want to loop through the whole thing, so I'm going to start expanding this. And with this little up arrow button, you're going to notice that this will expand below as well. And in fact, I'm going to, let's see here. Now we actually are expanded right now here. So again, clicking on this, and then I'll click the little up arrow and click it up again. And you see the box got a little bigger now, and then up once more, then up once more, then up once more, up once more. And now it actually is looking at the entire area. Well, that's too much. So a good rule of thumb is expand the box, the selection, until it's bigger than what you want. Then go back one level, and that's going to give you a good area to search within. So I'll collapse it one level with the down arrow here, and this gives me the maximum amount of code. Now I'm going to move this up a little bit so you can see the code down below that's selected. Okay, so we've got these classes, and you see class equals, there's Hikashop product, Hikashop underscore product, Hikashop product, column 1, and so forth. So with all of that selected, what I'm going to do now is right mouse click and select loop for tags with a class, and that presents a list of the different classes that are shown in this box, and the one that I want is Hikashop product. Okay, otherwise I'd be picking specific columns, and I don't want to do that. I want it to loop through all of the columns. So just Hikashop product, and that puts a blue box now around this, which indicates my loop here, and I can test it. I'm at the end step. I'm just going to click on the little up arrow and see if my blue box moves. And it does. So it's looping through the items on the page successfully. All right, I want to go back to the beginning. I'm going to click on the far left little arrow here that restarts this, takes it back to the first item. And now I've got my loop, so what do I need to do? Well, I need a click step to go to the details of that item. So within this blue area, we are going to search for that item, and it's right here. Okay, that will take me there. So the picture now got selected. I'm simply going to right mouse click and create another click step. Okay, and it's called click 330194. Well, I want to change that to just click item. So I'll go to the basic tab to retitle it. I'm going quickly here, but you guys been through this before. So click item, and again, if I wanted to go to my tag finders and see if I need to clean anything up, this one actually looks pretty clean, doesn't it? Okay, and then go to my end step. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to do my extraction. Okay, I'm on the details page, or should be. Let's check. Yep, for my butane micro torch. So all the stuff is there I want to extract. We created a snippet before, remember that? And that had all the extraction we need. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select my end step, make sure I'm there, and I'm going to insert a step before the end step. But this time, instead of action step, I'm going to select snippet step. Okay, now right now, red exclamation point, that indicates a problem. Well, what is it? On the snippet tab, it says select a snippet. I haven't done that. It tells me no snippet has been selected. So I'm going to go to the drop down, select from snippets, the one I created earlier in the last robot called extract data. That takes care of the problem, and it brought all of that extraction. Remember that? I just expanded the group. So it brought all of that across. And I can test these steps one at a time, and I can see there's the name extracted, then I'll pass that step, there's the overview, there's the, the description, then the overview, then we should get, we got the picture, that should come across as I pass it. Let me pass it. Okay, there's our picture, so extract target. We'll extract the price. Then we have the SKU, the aisle, the bay, and when we get down to our end step, of course, all of the data has been extracted. What about the next item? Well, if I go back to my loop and hit item 2, so I'll go forward one, it'll execute my robot and extract for item 2, which should be my white light. It's a white fluorescent light here. And if you take a look at the variables panel, in fact, you see that. And remember, I didn't create variables here. They came in when I imported my snippet. So that variable got added. Last step, return value. So we will insert a step before. This time it'll be an action step before my end step. And I'm going to select the action, return value, right here. Okay. And I am going to save my robot. So I'll do a little save all here, which saves the robot, the types, all of that stuff. And I'm going to run it in debug mode. So let's see if this works now, looping through all of my items. I'll go ahead and click on the run button. Let's see what we get. So our robot is running. And you'll see the number pop up here as it goes through the different items. There's item 2, item 3, and you see the extraction happening. And it's going to go through the entire page and extract the items for me. So a very quick demo, but we're getting quite a bit of data. Excuse me, can you imagine how long that might take if we actually were typing it out? Okay, so that concludes this demonstration. Go ahead and close it down. Go back to your lab guide. I'd like you to complete now the lab for Module 7. I'll see you in Module 8.